have to be done, and there's no way out. There are some very unpopular measures which have been taken in the past, and the austerity is definitely not yet over. However, there may be now an opportunity to go back to the creditors and to say, like, let's look back again at the amounts, let's look back again at how far we want to go. But I think the austerity, there's no way out of the austerity. There are some very unpopular measures which are still ahead.
But if indeed these negotiations fail with international creditors, does the current government have long-term plans if indeed they will leave the Eurozone?
Well, as we have seen, it's a very young government. It's a rather inexperienced government from what we have seen in the last 5 months. And I doubt very much there is a long-term policy. So I think at this point of time, it's very much relying on what they can do back in the European Union, sitting back together with their counterparts. But I doubt very much there is a long-term plan by this government. It's a very inexperienced government.
So give us a scenario. If Greece leaves the Eurozone, what will this mean for the Greece economy and returning to its old currency, the drachma?
Well, we've seen examples in the 90s, in the 97 Asian crisis, whereby, for example, here in Asia, Malaysia rejected and went its own way, and basically Greece could become once more competitive in an international level with boosting its exports, with a more competitive currency. However, I think on the long term, this European currency is still a stability factor for the country. And I would rather be against it, but on the short term, of course, it will create opportunities. It will create opportunities maybe for investors to come back to Greece, but for that we should see more political stability. And which in this case, the political stability, the government received an endorsement at this point from the people, but on the long term, I don't see policies coming in place outside of the European Union.
And to fix it will take a long period of time.
Well, I would say it has been going wrong for generations. We saw decades of maybe 30 or 40 years of mismanagement, so it will definitely take a very long time.
If negotiations fail, could this mean the end of the Tsipras administration?
Well, I think yes, definitely. If this fails, then we may see this government leaving, and then there's a big question mark. So then it's a very big insecurity for Greece.
Panagiotis LYNAS, a Greek entrepreneur based in Singapore, thank you so much for your insights.
You're welcome.
Just want to give